Hello everyone, it's another This Geeks Week. So this one, technically it's This Geeks next week because I kept forgetting or kept on getting a little pushed further. So let's get it out of the way so I can get this quickly edited and uploaded. Alright? I'm trying to do 3 topics every week, and or just 3 things to talk about really. And again, trying to keep it mostly positive, and especially I'm trying to end it on positive. Let's keep. Okay. First one, and if I look like I'm just staring at a screen and reading, it's because this one I was doing last night. I figured a script might help me if I need to kind of rush things tomorrow. So, let's give it a shot. I've recently been told something kind of unique. I try a lot of things, which is actually a weird thing for someone to say. Like new things. And I didn't know what the person meant. And it's actually the guy who owns the comic book shop that I go down to. Good guy. He says, like, the one thing I really like is you try new comic books. I said, well, what do you mean? It's like, well, you're always, I don't know how many people, they'll only do, like, just Batman, or just Avatar Press, or just Marvel, or just Avengers, or Avengers-related stuff. They won't branch out. They won't try new things. You try, at least will listen to like new number ones that come out, or you'll give them a read, and you either say you like them, add them on the stack, or you don't, and hey, at least you gave it a shot. And I kind of thought about it, it's like, he's right. It's kind of a weird thing, but how often do people actually try new things? How often have you, like, seriously think about this? How often have you read, a new author? How often have you listened to new music of a different genre, or an up-and-coming artist? Why is it hard to try new things? And it resonated with me because I've been seeing that while I'm streaming. I'm not kidding. I keep reading these things in the chat. Why don't you have more viewers and followers on Twitch? I found this new guy, and I'm not making this stuff up. I'm literally not. If I could, I would save the chat and show you. This is stuff I see, and I still doubt it. I'm not kidding. I'm always afraid that it's going to be just like one guy, and he's just made like 20 or 30 accounts, and he's just being weird. That's something I'm never going to shake off. I swear. It's going to stay with me for the rest of my life, I'll bet. Until I actually meet these people. That's sort of the weird thing. But I keep reading that. It's like, they find me on Twitch. They found this new guy on Twitch. And, he's really good. And he's original. And, again, I'm not making this up. I really wish I was. I really wish I was. But it's like, to read that about yourself, it's sort of fulfilling. It's kind of weird to put it, for somebody who's been trying for years to find out what they should do, what they're good at, what they need to focus on, and what to pursue. I'm not kidding, years. And to find out this thing I never thought I could do, because it's 100% live, and that fear of you can't screw up, I thought that would, that it was not going to be suited towards me, and turns out I was wrong. And it's cool. It's very cool to figure out that this is most likely what I should do, and I'm going to pursue it. All right, the second thing. Today's Memorial Day. The one thing I got to get out right off the bat, I don't know why, but there's a lot of people that seem to have a hard time supporting the military. Here's my thing. Here's the easiest way to put it. You don't have to like the home team's management, but still cheer for the home team regardless. You know what I mean? I mean, here are these men and women that are literally fighting for your freedom. Granted, sometimes they're told not to do that, and they're doing things that obviously doesn't relate to your freedom, but they're fighting fights that you and I probably couldn't do. I mean, they see a lot of bad things. A lot of bad things. And it sucks. That really does. I mean, they've seen friends just die in front of them. They have to come back knowing that's on their head, that their, really good buddy died right there. And they have to deal with stuff like PTSD and stuff that's going to affect them the rest of their life. It doesn't matter if they're, a new recruit or a World War II vet, they're going to have a hard time. So don't make it harder on them. Still support them. Let them know that what they do is very cool. They do it for your country. You know how many people just don't realize that? These are people, men and women, fighting just so you can enjoy life as it is right now. How cool is that? I mean, that's really awesome of somebody to do. So, seriously, you don't have to do anything. Just be decent and respectful, okay? I'm not saying, with your monetary contribution, a soldier can fight better for you tomorrow. No, I'm not going to say nothing like that. No. Just be a decent human. You know what I mean? Just say thank you. How hard is that? And to give you a perfect example, I wanted to tell a little story about. This happened quite a few months back. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, and when we were leaving, me and my wife, fiance at the time, she actually pointed out to me that there was a German Shepherd. And dawned on me, was like, this is a restaurant. This is Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't think they allow dogs in here. And she said, I think it's a service dog, a military service dog. I was like, oh, really? I was like, wow. Me, I'm all about reading stories about military service dogs and how they can come back with PTSD. Yeah, it's, again, military. And if you do not know what military service dogs do, you will be shocked if you look into it. They are amazing animals. Oh my God. They do things more astounding than most humans. I'm not joking. These dogs have literally saved dozens of lives. You tell a military service dog handler otherwise, you will get the taste slapped out of your mouth. Guaranteed. I'm not condoning violence, but I'm saying don't say stupid things. Alright. So it kind of dawned on me. It's like 2 tables away from me, there's individuals that have made my life better by their direct actions. My life can be enjoyed with as little fear as possible from outside sources, really, because of this person's direct actions and this dog's direct actions. And it just didn't feel right for me to leave without having said something. It didn't. So I told the guy, I said, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you and your family's meal, but I want to say thank you for what you've done for me, basically our country. I don't remember verbatim what I said. All I remember is thank you for what you've done. That's it. For you and your dog. For what you and your dog have done. And that was it. That's all I wanted to do. Why? Because he did something that I could never do. I don't think I ever could do that. And he's a very cool dude, and hope them the best. I didn't want to disturb them. I didn't want to, waste their time. And they were eating. They were eating. So I didn't want to be like, let me get your autograph. And I didn't want to do anything like that. I just wanted to say thank you. You don't have to do anything spectacular. Just say thank you for what you do, and for what you have done, what you will do. Thank you. I don't think it's that hard. Next one, last one. So this one might seem a little scripted, and it's because I decided little things would pop in my head, so I'd have to write them down. And if it gets weird, you're welcome. Okay, so I call this one, Hi, I'm Aaron, and I'm a self-hating nerd. So I'll go through, and if any little thing pops up, you could tell when I'm looking right at a script, probably when I'm looking right at you. So you'll know when I'm reading script when it's like something else popped in. I actually have a hard time calling myself a nerd or geek, as they bring back those terms, bad memories. When I was a kid, I was picked on a lot by a lot of people for liking stuff that is seen to be cool now. And what I mean is, we're talking back in the 90s, even late 80s, comic books were not cool, okay? The Avengers were not cool, alright? Godzilla was not cool. I can continue listing stuff off. Video games were not cool. Got me? Along with that, being a geek that was, kinda is, an introvert made it especially difficult. So what I mean that was, I am it's really hard to fucking tell. An introvert, I guess I'm not so much anymore, but back then I really was. I was an especially shy kid. I was not outgoing. To make new friends was like torture. It was really hard to talk to new people. Like, I just wanted so bad. It's like, I just want to go home with my NES or SNES or whatever was the new thing at the time. Or even not that, just stick with my SNES. I'd play that to, like, back when I was doing N64. But anyways, I just, I just didn't, I didn't hate it, making new friends, but I didn't like it either. Being an introvert sucks. So if you're an introvert, trust me, you you can change. I'm not saying you should. I'm not telling you you need to. I'm just saying it's all right. All right? Trust me. I know when I was a kid, if someone had said, "Don't worry, you're going to be all right. You're doing okay," I would have felt better as a kid. Um, so, back to my little script here. Because of someone in my childhood, who will remain nameless, you'll see me call them delete. Because that's what I did to them in my life. My life, after I just stopped communicating with them, stopped seeing them, it got better. It really, really did. Who thankfully I stay out of contact. Most geeky things are ruined for me. I don't know if I showed it last time, the last vlog, but I got, there was a local comic book convention, Forest City Comic Con. And the voice of Lion-O and Count Chocula, he was there, and he was signing photos. So, and he had a bunch of different artwork, and one of them was Lion-O. And I'm being given something here. I think I already showed this before, because somebody couldn't resist. It says to Anna, and not to Anna and Aaron. So I thought it was pretty cool. So he had in Thundercats Ho, because he's the voice of Lion-O. Thank you. I was incredibly uncomfortable there. I was extremely out of my element. I felt practically itchy. And I know I'm saying like I'm getting defensive. I'm not. This is comfortable. So I should have said, the entire time I was thinking, I should have said, to Anna and Aaron, because I like Lion-O. Thundercats was the shit for me way back when. And I just couldn't. I felt like I was being an asshole. Because I didn't want to talk to people. Even a friend of mine was there. I didn't really want to talk to her. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to be looking at new things. The only thing I wanted to do was get the lay of the land and see if anything really jumped out at me. And yeah, I got some artwork and stuff like that. But even then, it was like minor shivers on my spine. Like I was incredibly uncomfortable. This individual, for my childhood, made me feel bad about liking geeky things. If it was comic books, video games, cartoons even. I could barely get into anime. The Hobbit, like geeky movies kind of stuff. Reading, it was almost a no-go. And I don't mean like thought I should be illiterate, as in fun reading. Okay? Science fiction. No, it had to be non-fiction. If it was, I'll get right to it a little bit. There was a loophole for geeky things. Okay. I have this minor twitch whenever I see something that is just plain geeky and without any masculine stuff in it. Okay. And that's what I'm going to get to right here. If it ain't macho, it ain't good. That was a sort of unspoken thing when I grew up, and that sucked. And what I mean by that was, if it was not manly, this person made it seem like it was taboo. It was off limits. It was bad, and I shouldn't like it. So my entire life, if it wasn't rough and tumble guy stuff, then it was not for me at all. It wasn't. Um, and that sucked so bad. Because I'll get to the stuff. I liked cutesy stuff. I do. No, I like cutesy things. And here, I'll give you a little list right here. Okay? I wanted to watch cutesy stuff like Care Bears, Gummy Bears, and more. Do you remember the fucking Gummy Bears? That was almost a loophole. That was like, here's not masculine, here's masculine, right there on the border. On why? There were these cutesy, if you ever seen Gummy Bears, I don't mean the candy. Look up the cartoon Gummy Bears. These cutesy, roly-poly bears that wore, like, tattered clothes, and they had access to this gummy berries, I think they were called. And they could turn them into a potion that made them bounce. Yeah, they boom, 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 boom. And the whole thing was they could actually use that to, like, bounce into bad guys, and it's, like, how they fought, sort of. But it was always sort of like they were more passive than anything else. But there's a big bad guy. He wanted the formula because while it made them bounce, it was like invincibility was also a possibility out of it. Like that was the thing. While they're bouncing, they're actually invincible. So if he got his hands on it, he became like a demigod, and he'd rule the earth. So that was like the loophole. Was that like this dude wanted to do anything to rule the earth? It was that was a little dark. That was a little dark. But it's a very cool show. I loved it as a kid. And I wanted to have cutesy things like trolls, stuffed animals, and more. Damn Skippy. I have zero problem with stuffed animals. I don't care if they're plushy. I don't care. And I actually thought about it. I was like, how could a lot of people are like, dude, you're such a pussy. What do you like stuffed animals for? Alright, so if any guy out there seriously has a problem with soft stuffed things or soft things in general, I'm going to give you 3 things that you, as a heterosexual masculine male, won't be able to live without. Okay? First thing, chair. You don't like soft, squishy, comfortable things? Well then, sit on hard, cold metal without any cushion for hours on end. No lumbar support, no nothing. Still don't like soft, squishy things? Okay, what else? Well, let's go to the very next common thing. A bed. Let's take away your mattress. Let's take away your blankets. Let's take away your pillow. Let's put you on concrete. I'm going to add in a bonus one here because I said heterosexual. So I'm going to add in for the people of the LGBT community also. Right here, clothing. Let's overstart your clothing. Oh, yes. Let's make it very itchy. Let's give you something like rough wool. Oh, yeah. Let's see if you don't like having nice, soft, comfortable clothing then. Okay, soft and squishy. And back to the heterosexual guys, because this is the gimme, guys. Come on, what do we like that's nice and soft and squishy? Think hard. What do we not have? Think opposite gender. What do they have? Boobies. They're soft, they're squishy, they're wonderful, are they not? Would you rather have rock, hard knockers? No. Soft, squishy things are nice. There's no reason why I should ever have been felt bad for wanting to own stuffed animals, because I like soft, stuffed, squishy, comfortable, wonderful things. Okay? And you're talking about like trolls. Like, oh my god, trolls, what the fuck? No. We apply the term troll to a bad thing now. I want to take you back to like the 90s, okay? Bright colored, sort of a pointed cone-like hairstyle thing. Naked, but no genitalia, little thing. Some did have clothes, but for the most part. And they had a little, like, wishing star. Some of them did. Some had like a little gem right there in the middle. and they're collectible dolls, right? Hard plastic dolls, so we can't, I can't be like, oh, they're soft and squishy. No, they were hard plastic for the most part, or they had hard plastic on them somewhere. Like there was even a big clown one. It was like, brr, brr, it was massive. It was a big one, and I had one. I liked it. Here's what I'm gonna do. Why do you like Dragon Ball Z? Why do you like anime? Why do you like Game of Thrones and shit like that? Okay, here's the thing about trolls. What they were thought to be. They were magical creatures that are capable of giving wishes and had bright, colorful hair. Okay, look at any anime. Look at the hair. Most hair, bright, colorful, styled, all the hell. Okay, so you can't knock trolls now. Magical powers. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's not even go there, because you look at anything. You can't even look at, Aladdin. You can't look at anything Disney at that point. Don't look at anything Disney if you're gonna knock trolls. Don't knock anything like Dragon Ball Z or any anime or any cartoon even. You can't even knock Thundercats. I'm sorry. Here's a dude that made his sword go longer by saying thunder. Yeah, it had a little bit of a phallic double meaning to it, but still. You can't knock trolls because they're able to grant wishes, supposedly, allegedly, stuff like that. That's why, kids wanted to buy them so they can make wishes, make their lives better. They had bright, colorful hair. And here's the other little thing I want to say for them. They always had a smile. It wasn't a creepy smile. They kind of had dead eyes. But they always had a smile, so they're always meant to make you feel good. So why should I feel like I should be compelled to not like trolls? No idea, but this person wanted me to. I was actually yelled at, not verbally, but basically put down for not liking to get dirty. Seriously, if I got my nails dirty, I hate that crap. I wanted to wash my hands immediately because... so let me, again, have the break script. If I got my nails dirty, to see like black crap underneath there and mud and dirt and God knows what else, I hated it. Fucking hated it. I'm not like I'm not gonna go get a manicure, but to see nice and neat and not too shabby looking nails. None of that, but when I was a kid, I bit my nails a lot, so I didn't want to be like biting mud and dirt and rocks and God knows what else. Okay, so that's why. But like if it was weird. If it was me going to like mud volleyball, I got no problem being dirty, whatever. But if I was just going out and about, I didn't want to get dirty because then it's like I got to go the entire day being dirty. I don't want to go out being dirty for the rest of the fucking day. Fuck that. Anyways. Oh, okay. So because of that, I got put down and treated like I was a sissy. I'm not kidding. Every day, every time, if I had to wash my hands repeatedly. And it wasn't OCD or nothing like that. I just didn't like having my hands dirty, or I didn't like having crap in my hair, stuff like that, or having like a dirty shirt. I didn't like it, and I got put down for that constantly, every time, So that sucked. That really, really sucked. And I said something before about the masculine stuff and the loophole. Godzilla was my loophole. And this is where I figured it out when I was a kid. I was smart as a kid. I'm not saying I'm not smart now, but when I was a kid, I was pretty damn smart. And I figured it out that Godzilla was my loophole. Here was this giant monster versus giant monster battling it out, and not to the death, because nobody ever died in these things. Well, except humans kind of did. And that was basically that was my loophole. There's other Godzilla. There's literally Godzilla right there. I'm being attacked by Godzilla apparently. Raver Godzilla with light glow sticks on his tail. But, I mean, it's obvious. I'm a fan of, Daikaiju stuff. I've got Ultraman Ginga right there. I've got Godzilla right there. That's not my Godzilla. I've got Gamera. There's the Maw eating a dragon. Yes, okay, my original toy. This has been with me since I was a kid. I'm not kidding. Since I had to be 6, so at least 24 years old. I had like two of them. The other one didn't have looked like he had lipstick on. I'm not kidding. You can kind of see that little bit. He's got lipstick. Mm. I wonder if that's why I liked him. My lips, his lips. I don't know. But thank you for that little interlude. So, anyways, I mean, if you came here, you're gonna see Godzilla crap on my walls. I mean, I've got artwork. I go to all that, and I'll just how and why I get that stuff. Um, Here was this incredibly geeky, nerdy thing, but it was pure testosterone. Giant monster, really just a guy in a suit, tearing up the world. Little did deleted not realize the full potential of my geekiness. Myaha! G-Fest. Oh, God, I love G-Fest now. Oh. G-Fest is my home away from home, and is where I got to realize I was not just some ostracized freak geek. My first G-Fest, I don't remember, like, immensely, but I remember when I went there and I saw figures and movies and people in costumes and people talking about Godzilla and comic books, and I remembered I felt good. I felt okay. I didn't feel like I didn't feel punished anymore. I didn't feel like I was alone anymore. Here is all these other people who are like me. They like Godzilla, and they like comic books, and they like cartoons, and movies about geeky stuff, and video games, and more. I remember I didn't want to leave. It was like this awesome thing, and it was like an hour away from my house, and I get a little teary to think about it. Is to think of a kid having to deal with that, to feel so alone, and to know that they never fit in ever. Like later on, I had a good core group of friends, and we would play Dungeons and Dragons and video games, and get into geeky stuff and play Magic the Gathering, things like that. And I thought that was very cool, and I was glad when that happened. I really did. I never will forget those days. But G-Fest, oh my God. And I brought up, deleted, did not realize the full potential of my geekiness. Myahaha. Let me get back to my little script here now. I'll show you it's in here. I was part of a great community. I really was. I didn't know it. I was part of a great community. I still am. I am the proud owner, and I have been for many years, of several geeky stuff. How geeky, you ask? I have Godzilla holding my toothbrush. Get on my level. I've had this thing for years, and I'm not kidding. This is literally what it is. It is a Godzilla toothbrush holder. And to this day, this is what my toothbrush goes on. It will not go anywhere else. I don't care if I have to put super glue on the back of this thing. I will keep this to the day I die. I think this thing is incredibly cute and cool. I mean, look, it's like itty bitty, like, I'm gonna eat you, Godzilla. Every year I go there. That's like my big thing. I go there, I want to buy things. So, get on my level. So, real quickly, I just want to, I know I feel like I'm preaching here. I don't want to future and current parents, don't do that. Don't make your kid feel like a freak. Just because they like certain things, don't do that. If you don't understand it, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's A-okay. My dad still doesn't understand most of the stuff that I do, but he supports it. The following goes out to a lot of people out there. You are awesome. Never ever feel like you are a freak or anything negative for liking something that others don't. As long as it causes no real pain to another living creature and doesn't negatively affect nature, then as far as I'm concerned, it's cool. You like My Little Pony? Awesome. You only play Mega Man games because all others suck? I may disagree with that last part, but the rest, hell yeah. If any one person Says otherwise, forget them. Seriously, one day you will be able to leave them behind in your dust of pure amazement, and you can choose to keep them out of your life, especially if you are better because you did so. You want someone to like something that you are doing? Look no further. I am going to be honest, I support a lot of things, and it's usually due to the passion behind it. So, if you show me you have passion, then I'll guarantee you at least one fan in me. One more time. You are awesome. Never forget that, regardless of what is going on in your life and with whom. Aaron the Red, the Spicy Ginger saying, that's it for this Geeks Week. See ya.